When you were a kid, what was it like to go to make a trip to Santa Fe for a
Oh,
picnic or visit family?
oh, it took an active Congress because we never had a car until much, much later. And because your grandfather worked for an auto agency, they had new cars, but almost everything else was junk. Um, you're lucky if it ran, and most of the time the it didn't have the right kind of spare. The spare didn't fit, and we were guaranteed to have a flat no matter what.
Now the interstate was not there. You'd be on the
No, it
frontage
was
road.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
Grand Avenue or Highway 85 all the way to Santa Fe. We almost always went. Uh, we almost always went to Santa Fe, and that's all. One time only, did we go to Albuquerque for a centennial celebration they had there, and having seven of us in the car, really packed things. And Tata drove all the way, and he liked to smoke, and the girls liked to complain about the smoke. Uh,
The smoke didn't bother you?
it didn't bother me, or at least I wasn't about to say anything about it. But, uh, well, what happened is that Bengi, always leading the trumpet section when it comes to complaining, kept saying, "Oh, your cigars are making me sick." And then I guess Nina got on his case, saying, I think you ought to stop smoking. And Tata said, I ought to throw them out. And what he meant was throwing out the complainers, stop the car, make the daughters walk all the way to Santa Fe. And so Nina grabbed the cigars and she almost threw them out. She was going to do it literally. And I just got the giggles there thinking this is not what he intended. Oh, he
Mm-hmm.
would have killed us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he would have been furious. So he went ahead and smoked, but he wasn't happy about it. And there were about seven of us piled into this tiny motel room because there wasn't room where we were going. We were going to Grandpa and Grandma's house, and right across the street were the Sanchez family, and there was nine of them at the time. I think they had two more. I think they had 11, and they were the closest relatives. Although it was a reunion, it was probably Easter, and we all piled in there. I don't know where we all slept. We have a picture, I think we could still find it, of all of us Trujillos and Medinas on their front porch. It's like a 12 by 12 porch, and we're all there, most of us on steps there, and we're all there. Maybe there's 50 people in that picture. But it was, I don't know how they fed us. I really don't. I think that Nina would usually take charge of the kitchen situation. Grandma wasn't allowed to do anything, although she could have cooked as well.
You're
We
talking
just,
about her mother or
yeah, I
okay.
meant, yeah, Nina is your grandmother, and Grandma is my grandma, Nina's mom.
So tell me about her. What do you mean she wasn't allowed to do anything?
Well, they just thought she was too delicate. I mean, after 16 kids, I think they were 16, and 12 of them survived. They just thought she's fragile. She was tougher than all of them put together. Like Tia Stella asked me if I would try the chili to see if it wasn't too hot, okay? So she put it in front of me, and then Severino came by and she asked him, "Well, how's the chili?" And he didn't know what she was talking about because I was the guinea pig. I was the designated goat for that meal.